Leo Tolstoy's historical epic War and Peace is a classic story of war-torn Russia, but a contemporary musical is putting the spotlight on the romance in the novel. So for more on the show that's actually being performed right here in the Metro, we have two of the performers from Millard West, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. So let me have you both introduce yourselves, tell everybody who you are and your role in the show.
Yes, my name is Charlotte Fox, and I'm playing Natasha in the show.
My name is Cooper Upton, and I'll be playing Pierre in the show.
Okay, so the title is pretty long. Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. Yes. You two are the titular characters. Break down a little bit, Charlotte, what the premise and the plot of the show is.
Yeah, so essentially it's like an electro-pop opera of 70 pages of War and Peace. Not the whole thing, because then the musical would be like 5 hours long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And essentially, Natasha arrives in Moscow. It's her first time after a long time being in the city. Pierre, meanwhile, is a middle-aged man going through a midlife crisis, and all he does is drink at home and read philosophy. And it's kind of about how Natasha makes these poor life choices, and then Pierre and Natasha have to find each other at the end of this whole mess that they've been through. And that's a very trimmed down version of the plot, but essentially what the story is about.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about the music, because like Charlotte said, it is a sort of an electro-pop score, something that most people might not be too familiar with or exposed to.
The music is so interesting and so fun to sing, and the whole show is singing. There is no talking, and every song is really different, I think, and they have so many different styles of music. Like we said, we have like electric pop, and it's very operatic too. It's just, yeah.
So what was the process for you all and the rest of your cast to learn the score? Because this is a very vocally demanding, vocally challenging score.
Yes.
I personally just listened to it like the entire show, like every night, and then I just like remembered all of it after that.
Yeah, I did a lot of listening to the soundtrack. Of course, we worked on the music in rehearsals, but because there was so much, we couldn't exactly individually work on every single part, so a lot of it was learning on our own, which I think was necessary anyways, just because it's such a big score. So it's been demanding, but very rewarding.
Well, for people who know the show and know the musical, they know the challenge of performing this. Talk a little bit about what it was like to tackle that, especially for you both and for your peers being in high school. I mean, this is a really big challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I think what our director likes to do a lot is sort of push the boundaries of what high school performers are sort of expected to do. There are high schools that have done Great Comet before, but none in the Midwest area that I know of, none around here anyway. And so when I heard that we were doing Great Comet and I listened to the score, I was like, can we even pull this off? Yeah. But I think it's really a testament to the hard work of the people we have in our program and the technicians and the orchestra musicians that we have. So much hard work has gone into this show and lots of dedication, and I think it's that has made it come together so well, even though it's been a monumental task to try and tackle this crazy production.
Well, and I think there's nothing like high school theater to really bring people together and really come together to create one unified product. I know that from firsthand experience, but you know, what has been your favorite part of being a part of the show?
My favorite part of being part of the show is playing Pierre, which I just love the part so much. He's so complex and deep and so like not one-dimensional, and as an actor it's so rewarding to play someone like that because there's so much to play around with and like tell an amazing story.
For me, I would say working with this super talented cast has been very rewarding for me. I've had the opportunity throughout high school to work with some extremely talented performers, and I know that's not the experience of everyone in high school theater. And I feel really lucky that the cast members around me are equally as invested in the process. And honestly, I just feel so blessed to like listen to all their beautiful voices. It's really enjoyable.
Definitely a gift. Why do you think this story needs to be told? It is a story from, you know, long ago, now being retold in this new way. Why do you think it might resonate with audiences, especially here in the Metro?
I think that it might resonate with a lot of people in a way that, especially towards the end, it shows that it's never too late to start over and to begin again, like start anew. Like it's never too late, you know, nothing's ever like, I don't know.
Set in stone.
Yeah, set in
yeah,
stone.
I think
Yeah.
the characters make a lot of poor choices, and they're hard to love at times, but I think, honestly, the audience can see some of ourselves in that and know that there is still hope for the future, which is a very universal and timeless theme that I'm glad we can bring to these audiences.
Okay, so it's coming up soon. Tell everybody when the show's happening and how they can come and see it.
Yes, so the shows are November 6th, 7th, and 8th at 7 p.m., and then November 9th at 2 p.m. at Millard West High School.
Okay, coming up, we're going to have all this information for you up on our website, forcealert6.com. Thank you both so much for being
Thank you.
here, and we'll send it back to you.